Welcome back to Chat Gaming, and today I want to discuss Stalker 2 and DLCs for Stalker 2 and what they might entail and what they might look like for the game. Now, I have a few ideas that I'd like to go over with you guys, so let's get right into this topic. Now, I know that they're going to wait until the game is fully fixed and not bugged, and I know that they want to patch the game up before they release a DLC, so this isn't going to happen anytime soon. But these are some really good ideas that I have personally for the Stalker 2 DLC. Now, going with number one. Now, the first DLC idea that I have is called Cannibal Cult. Now, I know that a lot of Fallout players are going to recognize this, but I think it would be really cool if we could get a cult and not a faction in the zone. I think a cult would add a new element to the zone and a new eerie feeling. You never know when they're going to pop out or when you're going to see them. They could be extremely crazies with melee weapons like machetes and spears and stuff like that, maybe the bottom of the barrel type of people. And I call it the Cannibal Cult because I think it would be really cool if their whole agenda is to find stalkers, kill them, and eat them. I think that would be a really cool storyline, quest line, and I think it would just be really cool to add to the zone in general. It would add a new fresh breath of fresh air into the zone, and I think that we definitely need that if we're going to ever get a DLC. And speaking of the zone would look really, really beautiful with snow. Now, another DLC idea I have is Arctic Anomaly. Now, I've had this thought of maybe you find a certain anomaly and it becomes a portal. I know that there's already a portal anomaly in the game, but just hear me out, guys. You find this portal and it leads you to a mountaintop and it opens up a part of the map where there is snow, and your whole agenda and quest line is to get off that mountain. And while you're trying to get off the mountain, you meet all these different types of people, and then it leads into other side stories and stuff like that. And the way you can get back up to the top of the mountain is by a guide. And I think that would be a really simple, easy way to kind of teleport you to the top of the mountain, so that way you don't have to actually travel that whole way. And I think that this would be really cool. It would open up a lot of doors for a lot of different possibilities for the zone and for the game itself. And I think personally, judging off of past games such as Metro Exodus, that we should get snow as soon as possible in Stalker 2. And I'm still holding out hope that after they finish patching this game, that we will see some snow being added. And for the final DLC idea that I have is underground tunnels. Now, I know that there's a lot of hidden areas in Stalker 2 in the zone. Believe me, I've put in almost 500 hours on just one playthrough, so I know. But I think that having an underground city or an underground quest line would be really cool. It could introduce either a cult or a new faction or something along those lines to make it to where you can go underground into the sewer system and you end up finding this big community. And once again, guys, because of the guide system in Stalker 2 in the zone, you could just use the guide to go there. I don't need an actual entrance and an actual door to open up. I'm not that picky. I would be perfectly fine with using a guide to get there. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Some of your DLC ideas. Make sure to check out some of my other videos. I do multiple videos like this. Chaz Chat is out.